Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's edition of Boredom Busters with the Lincoln Children's Museum. Today is Friday, April 17th. This week we have been thinking about space because April is Global Astronomy Month. We've learned about the sun and the moon and our solar system. Now today we're going to be thinking about space travel. Now I would like to let you all know that the Read Across Lincoln is doing story time starting on Sunday. They will be doing a live story time with songs at 10 o'clock in the morning. So right before us, we start at 10:30. Now, our videos stay on our website, but the Read Across Lincoln, those ones are going to go away as soon as they're done. So make sure that starting on Sunday, you tune in for some stories and songs from your favorite librarians at 10 o'clock on their Facebook page. All right, so today, space travel. Now, an astronaut is what we call a person who travels into space. Now, it's been a very long time since we have sent people to the moon, but there are people living on a space station called the International Space Station right now. And the International Space Station, international means that there are astronauts from all over the world who go up and they are doing research and learning all sorts of new things about what it means to travel in space and what it's like to live in space. So today, our story is called If I Were an Astronaut, and it's actually read by an astronaut on the International Space Station. So that is pretty fun. And while she's reading the story, she talks a little bit about what the things in the story mean for her in her daily life in space. And our video recommendation today is from SciShow Kids, another one of these, and it is all about what do astronauts do. So I definitely recommend checking those out today. Now, for a printable here, and this one you can easily do on your computer screen, and it is, early literacy here. A is for astronaut, but silly Kazoo, you need to help him figure out which ones of these items actually start with the letter A. And I bet that you can come up with even more things around you in your home, in your neighborhood, that start with the letter A. So if you decide to venture outside in the snow this morning for a walk, see what you can find that starts with the letter A. We have another printable here that you don't need to print this one out. I'm sure that you can use your imaginations, draw your own. But what this one is here, it is an astronaut. This is a spacesuit. So out in outer space, there's no air like there is on the surface of the Earth. So people, if you want to go out there, you have to get all dressed up just right. Think about the difference between going from inside your nice warm home to going outside on an icy cold day. You have to bundle up. Well, part of being in space is that it's very cold because there's no atmosphere to hold the heat. So you have to wear very thick clothes. There's also no air, so you have to have your oxygen with you. You have to have a face mask on. So this little astronaut suit here, you can cut this out and then get a picture of yourself, get that cut out too, and put that picture of yourself right there. And you can draw a whole scape around you, whether you're floating through the stars or if you're landing on the moon. If you did the craft yesterday with the planets with the shaving cream, this could be a very fun addition to that picture. Now, if you're like most families, you probably still have some Easter eggs hanging out in your home. Now, one of our activities that we have linked below today is how to turn those little plastic Easter eggs into aliens. So use your imagination, color on them, decorate them, turn them into a new craft. And then you could probably even play a game where the aliens go hiding, and you could have an alien hunt instead of an Easter egg hunt. All right, now getting to my activity that I have prepared today, we are going to think about rockets. So over here, and we have this available as a printable where you can print out this template. But of course, all this is here is just a line drawing of a rocket. So you can draw your own, cut out your own, whatever you would like to do. So I cut a couple of them out earlier. I colored this one in. I chose pink and yellow and some silver on there. I made my window blue. Now, to make this fly, what you need, really all you need here is paper, tape, scissors, and a straw. Optionally, you can have this printout markers. Now, it also says on the website that we found this lovely printable. There's an option for using a larger straw or a plastic pipette. Now, I'm just gonna go with paper because that's a little bit easier. So, you do need a straw. And then what you need to do, get a piece of paper. This big is probably going to be just fine. And you need to roll it around your straw and make sure that you can get the straw in and out pretty easily. So it's a little easier to do while it's on the straw. Then get some tape. And we're not taping it to the straw, we're just taping this closed. All right, so now that they've got that little on there, that's good. Now what you need to do with this here, pinch the top, fold it down, because you want to make it so that no air can get out. I'm going to use some more tape here. Tape that down. So now what you should have here is just a little, it's round, it's closed on the bottom, and you really want to make sure that no air can get out. And you can test this out. This is the most basic model of a rocket today. Pop it onto the end, and then blow it off. So now this is just your base. You can use one of these little printouts here and tape it onto the back. And use some bigger tape here. Let's see. So tape it onto the back of your rocket, whether it's one that you printed out or one that you made all by yourself. Let's see. Oh, we got a little overhang there. Trim that off. Now, again, slide your straw in and there it goes. So go ahead, figure out if you add another fin on the back or if you make your own. So you can even, I'm just going to pull this one off of here. You can use this and you can cut out some fins. Tape the fins onto your little tube of paper. So the fin on a rocket, it's kind of like the feathers on an arrow, and it actually helps to guide the body of the rocket or the shaft of the arrow through the air. So look at that. Got that taped on there. I'm going to add another one. And this is a fun game that you can play with your siblings or anybody else in your family. When I did this one time with a group of kids in the classroom, I was in a classroom, so I was able to project up on the whiteboard a big target. And oh boy, those kids, they sure had fun. They had a competition to see who could get the most bullseyes on that target. Let's see, I'm going to put a third fin on here now. So test it out. What works best? 1 fin, 2 fins, 7 fins? Test it out. Let us know in the comments how it goes. Let's see here. All right, last little piece of tape on here. And here is my little completely homemade rocket. Slide it onto the straw. There it goes. All right, well, that is just one fun little activity that you can do with rockets today. So I hope you all have enjoyed learning about space this week. I do have 2 more days of space left, so remember to join me tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning, where we will be learning about stars and constellations. And remember, the Read Across Lincoln with librarians from your library will be doing story time every day, starting on Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, Katie.
Yes.
I do have a joke today.
Ooh, okay.
What is an astronaut's favorite key on the keyboard?
I don't know, Miss Greta, what is it?
The space bar. All right, thank you everybody for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow at 10:30.